Welcome to my basement, guys. It is week 1, day 1 of my load week. We're still feeling pretty weird with the gut, not super great with energy, but we're gonna keep moving, get the work in. Today we got a 3.6k swim first, some aerobic stuff, 1 hour bike, bit activations, and then later 45 minutes-ish gym. But let's check the bike bag first. So this is my trusty bike bag, which is a great one, can recommend Evoque, but problem is with this one that this heavy duty zipper broke. Apparently it's a bit more common with those. A friend of mine also had it. This devil here used to cost $750 and now it's up to 900. So if I bring it to the fixing, it costs, I checked with getting the zipper and all, it costs actually 300 to check this zipper and get it working again, which is still cheaper than 900 for the whole bike box. But I'm gonna borrow it from a friend of mine and yeah, just gonna check on this one. Otherwise it's great, can recommend, except it's obviously super wide, which is good for triathlon bikes. But yeah, so forget small taxis, you will not get it in, not even normal cars, you can't get it in sideways. So, well, actually, when you think about our video about, that's what I said always, when you think about a video from Oceanside, if you're a trusty follower of this channel, we were in Oceanside last year. It's actually coming up the coming weekend. So that's exciting. The race again, 70.3 race in US. It did fit in this kind of US type cars, but yeah, normal cars, you have to get a big taxi, you know, it often doesn't fit. But yeah, that's the price of it. Good, so that's number 1. I gotta take some pictures of this one for the bike shop guy. Uno. So this one is done. Then I also gotta check for my wife, because we are going at the end of this week. Now it's Monday. On Sunday morning early, we fly to Nice, France for a training camp and for my wife holiday. But yeah, it's 10 days in the sun, riding outside and yeah, mixing up scenery and everything, bike handling, a few things. And my wife takes the road bike with. Let's check this devil here. I mean, it should still work. Not much that can't work. But yeah, with a triathlon bike, it's a bit more tricky. But that's why these hard cases are not super hard cases, kind of mix between soft and hard case. It's my favorite. I never had a hard case bike bag, which does exist if you know about it. I don't know. I don't think there's one that's actually better than the other. I'm not sure. I can say that this one is pretty good. So unless the zipper breaks, then you have to pay $300 to fix it. Otherwise, it's good. My road bike is also done. We can pick that up from the shop, so we can actually bike outside very much soon. Triathlon bike I tried, but I talked about it. I'm going to avoid that, except for the long rides. But I'm going to try some new loops for the triathlon bike, east of Helsinki, towards Porto, for the Finns that know. There's supposed to be some good bike path. If any of you know some good local triathlon fitting time trial bike areas in Espoo, Helsinki region, let me know. I do of course know Lapinkyla and down to, what is it there, Porkkala and all those. But I'm looking for areas where I can safely ride 45k to 50k an hour without getting killed by cars and traffic in corners. So Porkkala's out, it's windy roads, it's not good for time trialing. You can be on the gas consistently. And Lapinkyla is also always up down. So if you go down, what? And if I keep push forward and I go 70k, 70, 80k an hour, well, yeah. Anyways, the traffic's not always super beautiful, but this is probably the best. But I'm gonna try out the east towards Helsinki pretty much soon after Nice, pretty sure. So you need some good time trailing areas. On the way to the pool now, we got a 3.6k swim with some activations in there, some new stuff. We got a new training block coming. Yeah, just finding his rhythm, especially for the zone 4 rhythm, threshold rhythm. In general, one thing really clicked. I saw a video from one guy, he talked about it and really clicked. That's one reason I was a bit unsatisfied with the swim events, and I think you probably have the same. You can, when you have a swim, you say, this just wasn't good. It's not just the times that frustrate us. I think because swimming is such a feeling-based sport, and there's this term thrown around, feeling for the water, but that feeling for the water talks to me just hands feeling and all this. Well, yeah, I know it could be the whole body, but I think one thing that really clicked, and that's my number one thing for this whole block, maybe the whole damn year, so maybe you could try that as well in swimming. Don't think about all those different parts, because anyways, when you think in swimming, like, I'm going to put the arm in front, this and this, it doesn't work. It has to be subconscious, it has to be flow, otherwise you will swim like a robot with interruptions because you're consciously trying to like activate each area. You'll never swim well, and I feel like I did that recently. I was better with flow before, but then, you know, we worked in different areas, and it's just a focus thing. And I think that's one thing that if you don't grow up as a swimmer, swimmers that did grow up, they don't realize that non-swimmers don't have this. So I think this should be, to be honest, the number one thing talked about from all things, not like straighten your arm, do the kick. No, none of that. Number one thing we should talk about is rhythm and timing, like dancing or like a boat side to side. That's a wording I heard the other day in a video that was very good, that really clicked. And yeah, so it's all about this rhythm now for me, and that starts and ends with the breathing, like just the rhythm that you feel like a metronome, right? And the rhythm has to change if you're swimming different speeds. So don't think about, I just say what I'm gonna do. So when I swim faster, I don't think about, no, I'm gonna push harder or some BS. It doesn't work. Like, that will not result in better times consistently, especially not over long distances. Like, you can crank out a 50 with some force, but yeah, not really, really high 50s pace. So yeah, all about rhythm now and kind of finding this flow, dancing, doing a good warm up before, some new stuff in there, also opening the diaphragm, here the breathing muscles. And yeah, I got that from Jamie Riddle. It's a professional triathlete from South Africa. He talked about it in this Ironman video that really clicked, really resonated with me. So that's great. And yeah, so we're gonna do that, focus on that, and then see what the time says next to that. But the main thing is really find this rhythm with the breathing, you know, not breathe first and try to steer your breathing with your head, all those things. That's why we see swimmers that are good. They have a flow. You just see it smooth. Not like non-swimmers swim. It's like interrupted, like a lagging computer game. It's like smooth, and you can get that through conscious thought. It has to be a flow and subconscious movement. You don't think about, I'm gonna straighten my arm now, I'm gonna do this. So main thing, maybe you try that as well, give it a go. Just find a rhythm, maybe like even count in your head, 1, 2, 1, 2, or something. Long, strong, whatever the mantra is. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So let's see how it goes. Tell you after. Swim all done. It's 1000% the right approach with this rhythm thing. 1000. So much better. So much better. But it's gonna take some practice to get the rhythm consistently, to hold it, because it's neuromuscular. Tricky to hold it. But then I just did, you know, with fins, 50s, this zone 4 rhythm, just this rhythm. I just danced and I held 30 seconds without doing anything, so any effort. So 100% the right approach. All right, the swim is all done. We are just heading to this bike mechanic guy just around the corner, because this is my double BTA, as you guys saw before maybe. If it is actually quicker or not, you never know unless you test in wind tunnel or velodrome. But for my Ironman, full Ironman, I do need it because I carry all my nutrition with me and I want 150 grams an hour. So this screw here is gonzo. So he has to drill it out or find some way. And then this whole top construction, I'm hoping to change with this other one, because yeah, if you saw the other video, it doesn't fit with the bottle and the frame. But yeah, let's fix one more thing. Great news, because the mechanic was literally 15 minutes drilling his guts out with a drill and all that. Had all the tools and worked super hard, super cool. He got it out, this screw. So yeah, I'll show you at home what I will do now, because this one is, as I said, too short. So my hope is that I can put this on the other construction. Yeah, that's my hope. Let's see, I'll make it work either way somehow. So plan of action now is have a lunch, then rest a moment, then we hop on the bike, and then we go to the gym. And later at 6 we got a massage. Yeah, my body is for sure feeling better. I took this Postcutan, this gut thing, but also just movement help for sure. Yeah, overall, don't always have to question why you're feeling better, as long as you're feeling better. So whatever I did, it's working. I'm on the up, and yeah, look forward to this week and feeling better, because last week was horrific. Close to a 10 out of 10 horrific. Yep. Let's not dramatize in terms of, you know, triathlon world and how you feel. In general life, it's obviously very easy compared to what's going on in the world. All right, let's get some cooking going. We just got some macaroni, but the whole wheat version. I will take 300 grams of that cooked. It's just really nice because it's easy to eat with a spoon, and it's just 8 minutes to cook. So that's a win-win in my book. Bam, 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 8 minutes, voila. All right, well, the pasta's cooking. Let's see if we can play around with this. So the idea is, for people who don't know, this goes at the front of your triathlon bike. It kind of goes, here's the arm bars, here like this, and it goes kind of in between here to put the bottles. First, you carry hydration. Secondly, there are aerodynamic benefits, quite a bit to it. How much? Unless you really measure, don't know. But one thing is kind of proven almost, that if you fill the space in between your body and the frame, like imagine like a aerodynamic plane, it does actually make a difference. So quite a bit. I think heard different stories, 10 watts, 5 watts, 20 watts, don't know. So we have a couple of options. So originally, this bad boy here was under there, then it would work, then it's higher and all those things. But we put it down because of my bike fit, it's actually in the way. It would actually make me less aero because I'm too high then because of this bottle holder. So actually this is not an option. And it's too wide for my arms. This is out. So we got the screw out. My thinking now, I still have this one, which is a really good one, 3D printed. It's made for one bottle, as you can see. So that's my worst case scenario. I just take one bottle and yeah, well, that's what it is. But I'm hoping I can put this on this. If that is actually gonna happen, let's see. The multitasking here. All right, so let's get this thing on there. The one-man aero army. But it is kind of a fun part of a sport, to be honest, because you can kind of tinker around with those things. It's kind of like a, let's say, Formula 1 car. You have this side of the sport as well, right? And some people like it, some people don't. It's also okay, but I like it. And especially eventually if you have a team that is in this area and you can kind of have someone that, let's say, is a very good 3D printer or something like that, and you can kind of give the idea and then you build it and then, let's see. But okay, let's get those screws out of this one. The distances, of course, have to fit. That is the question. Is there another option on to turn it? I don't think so. So that would be, to be honest, pretty lucky if this would work. Please. Oh, oh, maybe. So this one for sure. I think, don't want to jinx it, let's try it first. I can always get a smaller screw. No, it's actually the M5 here as well. Ooh, I think it might be looking good, friends, for my aerodynamic construction. Question is if this thing is made for it at all. I mean, it's not super high weight and it's not a safety thing anyways if it goes off. But it is all my nutrition, so it kind of is. is the race. Oh, we're looking good. We are looking very good. With this construction here. Oh. Before I tighten it, actually, because what this thing has is, you can see there's another line here, so you can change the angle, which is the issue on the bike. So this goes on. This is also for the Canyon made, so it has a straw, because Canyon has like a bladder built in. So before I tighten this, and then I have to loosen it again, let's build this on the bike. But I should eat first before I start tinkering around. So first eating, and then we'll play around more. On another note, I got a new nutrition plan as well for the coming weeks. So there's a good chance you're gonna see me a little bit adjusting in body composition, because I made myself basically the saying that I want to be 79 for the race, 79, 80 max, and right now I'm probably 82, 83. So no sir. Is it a risk? Yes. That's why you got to do it very smart and calculated and need a team for it. But you can adjust it over time, because I'm not going to put myself at more disadvantages than I already am, meaning behind in training years, I have a lower threshold on the bike, I'm slow on the run, slow on the bike, then let's say the guy that's going to win. Not in all three, no, but you know what I mean. So you got to control what you can control, you got to do it smart. I'm not going to tell you all the details, because I don't want to promote a weird health thing and weight thing in the sport. The sport is already broken. But for elite performance sports, for me, for my body composition, I need to slowly tweak and find ways that I can do it that doesn't impact recovery and performance, health, all those things. So my wife made a good calculation based on it, on some studies on fat-free mass, which my fat-free mass alone is 78 kilograms. So need to get that a bit adjusted slowly, but still time, and we'll see how that goes. But I'll step on the scale once or twice a week. It's just moving mass, especially in pro racing, up a hill, accelerating mass, running obviously. If you can be lower just a little bit, I'm always going to be on the heavier side, but let's say 79, I'm good. I can do everything I want with a 79 kilogram range in performance, flat, hilly, everything. But 83, of course, right now the limiting factor is not weight is the main thing. It's fitness and training, obviously. But still, why do you give away 4 kilos? That is not acceptable. So that doesn't work. So I'm not like 195 tall, or like 2 meters tall, where like you're limited by bone structure. So I'm limited by muscle structure, mainly. Bit of fat, but that. So let's see how it goes. Let's get some food in and keep you posted. All right, we're looking very good. Look at that. Really stable. And here comes this devil in. This is the lower one, which is hard to get in and out. So this isn't going anywhere. Then we got the top one here. That goes in, I believe, this way. Yes, voila. So the reason I took this one on top is because it's impossible to lose it, basically. So the idea is then, I got another one coming, a see-through one, which I might use because you can see better what's in there, and it's newer. So yeah, on the go we can then refill, take this one out. So the idea is to have one bottle here of 750 ml, meaning 150 grams. So hour 1, 150 grams. I'm talking full Ironman now. So full Ironman, hour 1, 150 grams, hour 2, 150 grams, hour 3, 150 grams, and then I'll have one Aero bottle with possibly just 120 and put another gel in here, so again 150. So then I got 4 hours of nutrition, might be a bit over 4:15, depends, no idea what the time exactly, but another gel in there for the last bit. So yeah. Oh yeah, that feels slick, you know. I will see a bit, we're gonna ride in a little bit, but that feels like an Aero bullet. It is time to rock and roll. Let's put this here just to practice a bit. Oh my god, these things are hard. I don't like that. But good, let's jump on there. We're gonna an hour ride with just some activations for tomorrow. Tomorrow is an intensity day. Nothing hard, just going a bit through the zones until threshold. Look forward to how that feels and looks. We can do a little Aero testing. Give me a little CDA in the comments. All right, let's hop on there, see how it feels. I mean, CDA wise, I did years ago, twice as an age group. I went to the velodrome, and there I had with a lot worse setup, different position, different everything. I had 2.3 CDA, so I'm for sure under faster, because you can see on all fronts that it's better. And I got a lot of new tools. All right, let's see how that feels. So normally, then I bring your chest down, that's the idea. I don't quite have a thing to touch for the chest, but I just have to focus on this. So this will be it. Plus aero helmet, and then some watts. And then let's see what we get in speed and bike time. All right, all done. I mean, 30 minutes more easy spinning, activation's done, aero. Didn't have it in a week, a bit pressure on legs, so very important for tomorrow, the key session. So, gonna finish this up, but I have to say, this feels amazing, super good. Also with a straw, easy to reach, you can stay in aero, because when you think about that, the math as well, especially in Ironman, let's say each time you sit up, I think I did the math on that before. Each time you sit up to grab a bottle of drink, I don't know, you're breaking aero so much you're losing minutes as well. So this will help also for safety, you know, when you're going very fast. You don't have to play around with a bottle and can get the nutrition in, even on downhill. So very important. So of course I have to practice and eventually getting this out. Refill on the go. I have to practice that, in which scenarios you can do it, which not. But nice, I'm happy I tinkered this together. All self-built kind of, so one-man aero army. Afternoon snack time, so we're gonna get this down and then we head to the gym after a bit. Look forward to it. Alright guys, we're gonna be doing a bit of pull-ups. Everything pretty controlled, to be honest. This whole block probably cutting out sets as well, just 2 sets. I'm not gonna improve my performance now by gym, but keep it ticking over for sure. But nothing that possibly fatigues me, especially for the swim. Super important that I hit my numbers there. So let's just start non-weighted and see how it goes. But I think we're gonna add a bit of weight after. Let's see. See how it feels energy-wise after this cut. This feels pretty easy. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it non-weighted now. I did all the other stuff already, core and we do a bit of legs, but we're a bit on the schedule. Got the massage in a bit, so main thing is get ready for tomorrow, some activations and yeah, feel good, right? I'm actually considering talking with some coach to do them narrow as well for different stimulus pull-ups. Yeah, not today. I'm gonna do some Bulgarian split lunges, split squats. It's just for activation. A bit lower as well. Not too low, but like not below 90. Just lean a bit more forward, a bit more forwards. Nice. And round number 2. Again, this is not hard or strength, this is just good hip, glute, core activation, everything. I mean, tendons and muscles are always getting worked, of course, in a good way. Alright, we're on the way to the massage now. That will be it for today. Tomorrow, finally, got a big day coming again. Look forward to that. 3 sessions in total, 2 key sessions on the run, as I mentioned before, but quick rehearsal. We're starting 6 times 2K threshold running. I'd love to do it outdoors, but because I kind of swore myself, I don't do it on a track because of extra load and curves. Now it's also the air and other allergies. So on the good old treadmill again, but yeah, tons of benefits and reasons why I do it. But that's session number 1. Then we got a 4.5K swim with some aerobic in there, but mostly easy. And then we're finishing off an evening with over-unders on the bike. So it's gonna be 4 times 12 minutes sets. We're alternating between 400 watts, which is over threshold, set phase until now still, and under threshold, which is 320 watts. So yeah, that'll be tomorrow. Look forward to it. Feeling better, momentum is up. The dreaded easy week is over, but I can tell even in the gym how my muscles are definitely yeah, just feeling good and ready. And you know, a bit of extra rest is, it's, you know, only 7 days in a big scheme of things, where you take it a bit easier and take intensity out, you know. But of course, if you're the one that's always pushing or working hard, it feels like an eternity. But that's when I need a good plan, because I want to be progressing up a long time. So a lot of work ahead. See you guys tomorrow.